Hey guys, welcome to BitBoy Crypto, where we talk about crypto and all the great things that it does and all the money that can be made in crypto. It's a little hard to take today, guys. It's a rough one. Make sure you're a subscriber to our channel. I'm not going to give the whole spiel. We're doing a contest. Like and comment on this video. We'd love for you to be a part of the Bit Squad, yada, yada, yada. But seriously, hit the subscribe button. Guys, it's not a good day today, so far at least. It's quite the bloodbath. If you look at CoinMarketCap right now, market cap well below 200 billion now at 188 billion. Bitcoin dominance, 53.3%. If you remember in my video yesterday, I talked about how we've been stuck for so long and there's been no movement. And we got it today, and it wasn't good. And, I think that this just really drives home the point of something that I've been talking about a lot with you guys, right? We always look for that catalyst. What is the catalyst? Is it going to be backed? Is it going to be the ETF? If we go back to last year, it was going to be Chinese New Year, or at the beginning of the year at least. It was going to be Chinese New Year. Then it was going to be bankers and stockbrokers getting their bonuses. Then it was going to be tax day, which we did see a little bump after tax day, to be fair. Then it was going to be the summer. Then it was going to be when we got to the back when we started the bull run last year, when things went parabolic. Psychologically, that would make the price go up. And we just haven't seen any of that. And I think that if you go back and you look at the last bull run that we went on, you'll see it kind of started out of nowhere too. Now, obviously, the price went parabolic. A lot of that had to do with media attention towards Bitcoin and especially Ripple. But what we've seen is there isn't always a catalyst for a run. There's not always a catalyst for a dip. And the reason for this is because the whales control the markets. Unfortunately, that's just a fact of life. If you're watching this video, chances are you're a retail investor just like I am, which means you got a job, you got a business, but you have some money set aside that you can put and you can do with investments, and that's what you do it with. You could also take out a second mortgage and invest, but that's not a great idea either. But you just basically have some money that you can put in. This is not your entire life. You're not a market maker. You're not manipulating the market. But we see whales doing this. We see them manipulating the market to push the price down. We also see them manipulating the price upwards. Now, what we've generally seen is that manipulative action coupled with some kind of an event. Like when we got ETF delays or the denials, they push the price down a little bit. Sometimes what whales will do is they'll use something that's happened to kind of cover their tracks a little bit. Now, it looks like today's dump is just basically based off of the TA. If you follow Crypto Wendy O, she said today, this is the Bitcoin weekly RSI. This is what caused the massive dump. We should drop a bit, and I'm hoping we find ground at historic support soon. If you look at this chart, this is the weekly RSI. And you can see the huge red candle, or it's a purple candle actually, over here on the right side. Quite drastic movement here. If you look, just before this, this would have been the last time we dipped towards these lows. But what is RSI? You may be wondering what that is. So RSI is the Relative Strength Index. It's a technical indicator used in the analysis of financial markets. It is intended to chart the current and historical strength or weakness of a stock or market based on the closing prices of a recent trading period. Now, you guys know I'm not a TA guy. I've been trying to research it a little bit. It's hard when I'm always making videos to find the time necessarily to go into an entire new area of cryptocurrency, but I'm exploring it a little bit. So I reached out to Wendy and I said, Wendy, what does this basically mean? And basically what she said is, after all of this stability that we've had, basically the whales had a chance to decide whether they want to push the price up or push the price down. And unfortunately, they chose to push the price down. So it doesn't seem like we really have something that has caused this. Now, we're really going to test the $6,000 mark. Now, you may be saying, BitBoy, it's already under $6,000. Yes, it is. It's at about $5,770 right now. However, we have not seen the price of Bitcoin go below $6,000 for more than 18 consecutive hours all year. We actually went down to a very similar point a few months ago where it was in the 57s, And then guess what happened? We got a giant candle about 18 hours later and went right back up. So to me, at this point, I'm not really worried about a full collapse. Now, and by full collapse, I just mean the price dropping drastically. I don't think it will fully collapse, go to zero. I don't think that's a real thing. But we could see the price go a lot lower. Some people are predicting, we've been hearing it forever, 3K, 4K, 5K, whatever it might be. However, if we get that candle at some point today before sundown, or I would say within the next 24 hours, then we'll probably be doomed to just stay in limbo a lot more. We may actually need the price to dip lower in order to finally get all the bears to sell off so we can finally move upward. So either way, this might sound like a cop-out, but either way, I think it's good. Either we're going to move back upwards and maybe the bears will just tire out from trying this so many times, or we'll finally drop down to the lows that we need to get to in order to find a bottom. Because until we find a true bottom, we're not going to go on a run. And so I think that really is we're looking for that, really monitor the next 24 hours. And I think that either way, if it goes up or down, I don't really think that it's that big of a disaster. I guess maybe you call me someone that looks for the silver lining and everything, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for the silver lining in this. And if it does drop down below 5K, I'm certainly going to buy more. No question about it. But at around this 5,700, I've bought a little bit of some coins today, but not that much. I do think we will get that pump. We'll just have to see. But like I said, either way, it doesn't really bother me. So I pulled up this subreddit, this post on the cryptocurrency subreddit. It says, "This is hard to take, guys. I mean, I know the old only invest what you can afford to lose line is a good at these times, but it's sore when you're losing money. Not sure how much more of this I can take. It will be years and years before another bull run, and we may never see 10K again. I'm considering cutting my losses and just getting away from this crypto depression. Update. Sold all my coins. Bye. I believe in Bitcoin and BAB. That sounds like a terrible coin. But crypto is never coming back. Who is going to invest after seeing what the market can do to people this year? I'm done. Thanks and goodbye." Well, of course, that was, in my opinion, a terrible idea to sell out, unless you're planning on selling out and then waiting for it to dip lower possibly and then buying more. But you can't really do that if you invested at higher numbers because you would be losing so much money by pulling out. But I think that there's a lot of comments on here. Wake up, everyone. We finally have some movement. That goes to what I was saying a little bit ago. This says 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18. Every year it's the same BS from new guys who have never seen the crypto bear. I will guarantee you, if you pull out now completely and permanently, you will be pulling out hairs, and that decision will chase you for literally your entire life when exorbitant crypto prices are laughing you in the face in a few years. You have been warned. Now, I would like to say that this has been my personal experience with crypto. Well, I didn't really get into altcoins until last year. As a lot of you guys know, I did buy Bitcoin back in 2012, and the price went up, and I sold it, and I made some money, and then all of a sudden, right after I did that, Mt. Gox collapsed. The entire crypto market went totally in the gutters, and I thought I made a really good decision to sell at that point. But of course, later on, now that would have been when the price was around $100. Of course, last year I'm looking when it went up to almost $20,000, and I'm kicking myself for selling. So in my personal opinion, in my personal experience, this is probably the most accurate comment on here. I think the people that are panic selling right now and will continue to panic sell, even though that's what we've told you, like that's what these people want. They want you to panic sell. When you do it, in my opinion, you're making a bad decision. Of course, that's not financial advice, only my personal opinion. I think that's really what we will see bear out in the future. I think that a lot of these videos I've been doing lately, we've talked about a $250,000 Bitcoin. We've talked about $1 million Bitcoin. We've talked about a lot of different predictions for Bitcoin. But if you notice, all my predictions or prediction videos I've made when I'm quoting other people's predictions, not my own predictions, I talk about it in the future, right? Because I don't know how long this cycle is going to last. I don't know how long this bear market is going to be. It could be a lot longer, guys. You have to be prepared for that. I am in crypto. There's nothing that could force me out. It would have to go to $0 and the entire crypto industry quit before I say, okay, I guess it's not going to work because I believe in crypto. I believe in what it's doing. And I think you really got to ask yourself the question during these hard times, what are you here for? What are you willing to do to hold on to this investment that you've put, the investment that you've invested in, I guess. I don't even know what I'm trying to say there. But I think that you really have to determine, what do you think? Do you think that this is something that's going to be around forever? Do you think this is something that's a fad? Do you think it's like fidget spinners? Or do you think that this is a solution to a problem that we've had in the world for a long time, which is people always wanting to put their hands in our pockets, always wanting to make money off of our money when we should be making money off of our money, wanting to get involved in transactions when I'm trying to send value to another person. Someone always wants a cut of it. Bank people are like brokers. They're always trying to take a cut out of your money. So those are the reasons why I believe in cryptocurrency and decentralization. So times like this don't scare me. And if these times do scare you, now I understand if you have $1 million invested and you're down to 50,000, I can understand being scared. But for 99% of people who are invested in crypto right now, I would say this to you. Don't let these times scare you. Don't let these times shake you. Don't become one of the weak hands that we refer to when we say the weak hands are being shaken out. Have strong hands. Be firm in what you believe about cryptocurrency, and don't listen to the haters. And if you need to take a break from crypto and not watch videos every day or not constantly scroll through crypto Twitter or Instagram, whatever it might be, then take that break. So that's all I got today, guys. I just wanted to talk about the markets. I didn't really want to get into too much news today because people don't really care about news. There's no good news I can give you right now that you'd be like, oh yeah, swell. So I just want to give you an update on the markets, what has happened, why. It seems like it's just a chart move, basically. There is some people who think that maybe Tether has something to do with the drop. We'll have to wait maybe another day or so. This has all happened in the last couple of hours. So maybe by tomorrow we'll have some different answers. But for now, that's all that we got. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. BitBoy out.